This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAT.
Gold heading back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
Settles under it. The senior makes the catch. Perfection. Neshannock, again, are your Class 2A state champions.
Force out the third, and that will do it. Mohawk is your 3A softball champions.
Buzzer's gonna sound. Union repeats as the Class 1A WPIHL champions.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
Sideline getting by one defender, and he's going to go all the way by Harrison. Harrison on the ground finds Blundo. Blundo rolls it in, up and good for two.
Shallow right field, giving a run, and a sliding catch made.
Down to 6 on the play clock. Here's Snap in the hole. The kick is up. The kick is long enough. It is good.
That's fly ball deep right field.
Get out of here! Hope running for his life. Throws it up for grabs. There's a man open.
Touchdown.
No way!
Ripped away from him, right back to Stanley from the seat of his pants, and he throws it off the window and in.
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Hess Ice Arena, Eric Thomas Limo with you tonight as we got a showdown in the D2 playoffs. It is Neshannock, the 4 seed, taking on the 5 seed Connellsville Falcons here. Face-off scheduled for right around 7:15, so in about 3 minutes or so. Probably going to get started a little bit later than that. The winner of this game tonight will take on the number 1 seed Morgantown or the 8 seed Gateway. That game's going on at 7 o'clock tonight. If we get anything, we'll pass it along to you. As far as scores go, we're glad to have the group with 10 band along with us tonight as well. Thanks to everybody watching tonight on your Roku or Amazon device via 10 band. Limo, these two, no strangers to one another.
No.
They played a classic earlier in the season, a shootout won by Connellsville 4-3. Game went through overtime. They scored 4 goals in a 5-minute span during that night, and then nothing until the shootout. They went through an overtime period and then get to the shootout, and Connellsville walked away with a 4-3 win. Two very evenly matched teams. A lot of point production, a lot of good players on this Connellsville team. We'll talk about Maddie Smith and a few other guys as the night goes on, but this game here tonight should be hopefully as good as the one back in December.
Yeah, on paper, I mean, it looks like it's going to be a 3-2 type game. I mean, it's going to come down to, the little mistakes that teams make, and see if they can take advantage of those mistakes. But they look really even on paper. And I mentioned that December 19th matchup, that the second matchup, a lot of penalties in the second and third period. And I asked Coach Sleva if they remember that game. He says they shouldn't, but you never know once you hit that ice, what might happen. See if those memories are out there, and it might see how physical it might get. Playoffs, playoff hockey, this is one and you're done. It's not a series, so the player's going to leave everything out here on the ice, and it does. You see in the PIHL, you see it get quite physical at times. So we'll see how the referees decide to call it here. We got 4 referees tonight, which is great to see. So should be a fun one though.
Connellsville lost to Gateway back on February 25th, but had won 7 of 8 prior to that, outscoring opponents 50-14 in that stretch. So this offense, when it fires, can be every bit as lethal. And obviously for Trip Johnson, who expects to be between the pipes for Neshannock, that's going to be a focal point. You don't have to stop them all, but you got to stop enough. And this Connellsville team, when they get on, they can get going fast.
Yeah, Alex Boone with 14 goals, 14 goals, and Sam Denny with 12 goals leading the way. But they got a nice evenly matched, or even down up and down the lineup here. A lot of people with a lot of goals, like 6-7 goals and here and there. So they spread it out well. So evenly balanced team.
Neshannock comes into this game 12-3, and they also 7 of 9 going into the playoffs. We mentioned that loss to Connellsville back on December 19th. Young group, young team, but they've got some firepower of their own. They've got Sam Mezzanote, who has 36 points this season, and we mentioned Brady Legore, also 21 points. They've got an offense that can light it up too, and the way that they've played this season, obviously for a young squad, but a lot of tradition with this team. These guys have all bought in, and they're right back in the position that they probably expected to be in.
And that's the key, buying into the system, and they definitely have. So we'll see if they can come out here with a victory tonight. So always comes down to goaltending. Who hopefully the defense will play well for Neshannock here and not give up too many open looks. And because Trip Johns, and if once he gets on too, he's a very strong goaltender. But looking at the other side too, I mean, you got Daniels Nemec. I mean, only a 2.15 goals against, which is quite good. So should be a fun one here. And he didn't play in one of the match. Didn't play in the first game against Neshannock. He played in the second matchup.
Pretty even matchups as far as the goaltenders go. As Lee mentioned, Trip Johns for Neshannock, 2.88 goals allowed. He's got an 88% save percentage. Opposite of him will be Nick Daniels Nemec. He's got a 2.1 goals against average and a 90 save percentage on the season. Connellsville scored 89 goals, tied for 5th this season. Their goals for was good enough for 6th at 4.5 for Neshannock. They were 3.21 a game, 67 allowed, but 98 scored. So again, the offense for these two teams, a lot of times when you see that offense, you think both sides have enough firepower, and then it's always the defense that ends up winning the game. So it's the big offense can sometimes cancel teams out, and that's no more evident than in playoff hockey. It does not matter what level it is.
Yeah, and again, just one game. So winning you're done, or winning you go on, losing you're done. So a lot of pressure on this game. Neshannock definitely with the home ice here. Connellsville, a long trip up from Connellsville, about an hour and a half or so. So we'll see how things play out.
Tonight's game on the Lawrence County Sports Network is brought to you by Maley Chiropractic, keeping you in the game. MVP Insurance, simplifying insurance. Call MVP for the win. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. UPMC Orthopedic Care, Lawrence County's local choice for sports medicine. Penn Ohio Bottled Water, home and business water delivery every day. The Red Zone, score big at the Red Zone. But Durham Honor Law, a community firm dedicated to protecting your possessions. Gem Builders Incorporated, the creative edge in your contracting work. Pontius Insurance, protecting those you love. Works in Progress, paint services for residential and commercial projects. The Crane Room Grill, family-owned restaurant, brewery, and banquet center. City Rescue Mission, transforming lives in crisis since 1911. The Tri-County Principals Association, and by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. So here we go, 17 minutes per quarter, and this to decide who goes on to the second round of the D2 playoffs. The rest of the field in the D2 playoffs, Burrell, the 2 seed, takes on Elizabeth Forward tonight, and Deer Lakes, the 3 seed, will take on Carrick. The semifinals are scheduled for the 13th, so it's a little bit of a gap between the first round tonight and the semifinals in about a week and a half, and then the final comes your way at UPMC's Lemieux Arena on March 18th at 8:45 p.m.
Yeah, two pretty nice arenas there in RMU, and then you get to go to the Lemieux Center down in Cranberry. So it's a reward to get that far for these teams.
Yeah, it certainly would be. Certainly could be another go at it for Neshannock, who is trying to get 4 out of 5. 3 of the last 4 PIHL D2 championships they've won, and they have the most for a program in the classification. They're looking to cap it off with a 4th championship in 5 years, and that journey will start here tonight against Connellsville in round 1 of the D2 playoffs. If you're watching this game on 10-band, Neshannock is in the red and white. Connellsville is in the blue and white. They're on the far side of the ice right now warming up, so you'll see the red and the blues.
Yeah, like those blue and whites uniforms. They're nice, easy, radio-friendly numbers for sure.
Yeah, that's obviously a good sign. We're positioned at one far side of the ice. If you're familiar with Hess, we are away from the bleachers. So bleachers on one side, we're on the same side as the benches, but we are at the opposite side of the ice from the bleachers. So we got the net right below, scoreboard right next to us, and they're about to put 17 minutes up on the clock and get this thing going here tonight to see who goes on to the semis.
Yeah, and we're in shooting range too, so you got to be careful.
Yeah, just had one.
definitely keep her eyes open.
Just had one fly up here a couple of minutes ago. So
yeah, one just came about 3/4 of the way up. So
yeah, it's going to be an eventful night here. We had youth practice here before. A couple of the kids were throwing them up this way too early on, so we'll see how it goes here tonight. And again, the goalie matchup tonight, Trip Johns for Neshannock and Nick Daniels-Nimick for Connellsville.
nice crowd on hand, too.
Yeah, good crowd.
Fouling in here.
Bleachers filled up down at the far end. There's fans around the boards on the opposite side of us here tonight.
Well, people heard the horns, so they're coming in now. So a little cold in Hess Arena, one of the colder ones in the WPIL. Not as cold as the Airport Ice Arena, but
balmy 32 degrees inside tonight as we're perched up top of the ice here. Matt Flannery, our producer tonight. James Dotson running the camera for us. And we're ready to go here as they'll play the anthem, and we'll get this thing going here. There's a good look at Connellsville right there on your screen as the Falcons this season.
we will have the singing of our national anthem.
Yep, very good offense for Connellsville. And again, for those of us hoping that this might be as good as that game in December, let's hope it is. That game in December, again, a shootout win by Connellsville. We'll listen on tonight's national anthem, and then we'll face off here tonight.
I love it. A little bit of a country feel to that national anthem. Great job.
Excellent rendition here tonight. And we're about set for face-off between Neshannock and Connellsville here in the first round of the D2 playoffs of the PIHL. A couple of names again for Neshannock. You've got Mezzanote, you got Ligor. In goal again, Trip Johns. And for Connellsville, we'll keep an eye on Maddie Smith, Alex Boone, who had the big night when they clinched their playoff berth. He had 3 goals in their 7-0 win over Ringel, which got them into the tournament. So he's got 23 points on the season, including 14 goals. The leading goal scorer on this Connellsville team. Second on the team is Sam Denny with 12. And point totals abundance for Connellsville. Very balanced across the way. Boone leads with 23 points, but you got 4 guys that are knocking on the door, 5 guys knocking on the door at 20 points.
Yeah, Mason Mazak had 2 goals the last time these two met, and Relic from the Neshannock had 2 goals Mazak had 2 goals for Connellsville, and for Neshannock, Relic had 2 goals in the last two times these two teams met back in December. It's been 2 months since they've met.
It's been a long time. December 19th as Mezzanote and draw the duty of the face-off. We're underway here as the puck is kicked out to the far side, right up against the boards. And then back into the Neshannock zone. Zagor dropped it off. Flipping one right at Johns, and that one kicked aside, hits the top of the board. Camera's back into play.
Boy, good shot there by Frazee from the point.
Early attack by Connellsville. Here comes Neshannock the other way. Shot on goal missed. Daniels Nimick with the swipe that time. Good hard check up in the boards. Neshannock will regain it, and they just missed that pass. That'll sail in to the side of Daniels Nimick, and he'll, for a moment, Connellsville thought they had it cleared. Back behind the boards. Throwing one in to the corner. And wrapping around, and Connellsville will get it out of their zone. Here they come again. 1-on-2. And that is Boone. Boone, who had that big night centering pass. Oh, and Smith just missed a chippy. Johns hits the deck, but he's able to get back up. Connellsville maintains possession.
Boy, Smith, a golden opportunity, just couldn't get a piece of it.
One of the all-stars in this team, Smith. Beautiful pass up ahead. Here comes Relic the other way. That one goes back behind the boards again and again. The physical play right up against the boards. Two teams have come out hitting early on.
Sort of expected that, though. Sort of be a physical game.
Quick sub as Ben Hamilton is out there for Neshannock, and they throw one in there, and it's the early lead to the Lancers. Looked like Xander Telez who got the tally. Take a look at the replay here, your LCAP replay.
Yeah, check it out. I think he got all of it. I thought maybe it might have been tipped in front, but looks like they're going to give it to Telez for the first goal. A lot of traffic out in front. And Daniels Nimick, I think he was screened more than anything on that, as Telez was able to get that goal, make it a 1-0.
So the early lead for Neshannock. There was a struggle to score against this Connellsville team the first time. Here they come again. Grant Hennon had the opportunity that time. Played back around the boards once again. And throwing that back out towards the boards. They tried to center that. Or Hamilton, rather, was out of position. So important to get that early lead as Hamilton will retrieve that.
Well, you heard Coach Schlevis said that too. You know, the loss that they had against Wilmington earlier, they got that first goal and had all kinds of confidence, and that just gets your team up when you score that first goal.
Another shot thrown in on the net there, but Daniels Nimick is able to corral that one. We're going to change here for the Lancers. Travis Cavelli. Lincoln Sirocco is out there. Full line change for Neshannock with a 1-0 lead on the Xander Telez goal. Early strike for the home side. Didn't take long either, 1:40 into the first period. Centering pass in front, and that was a golden opportunity there.
Yeah, just missing.
Aggressive
play
play by Neshannock here early on. They kept that in the Connellsville zone for a chunk. These two teams known to rack up some penalties in certain games too, so we'll see some physical play. They're letting some of the hitting fly early.
6-1 already. It's shots for Neshannock.
And on goal, no. As Daniels Nimick has that one sail by him. Neshannock stays on the attack. And finally, Connellsville is going to be able to clear this thing out of there, but right back in the hands of Jones, who gets it up ice. Down the wing, in the middle, got bottled up. Hamilton trying to center that one back across, and it missed. And
no icing, though.
No, there is no icing as Johns got back into position. He was waiting for somebody to come back there, and all of a sudden realized he might have to get a little aggressive. As again, Hamilton, good shift for him. This one will be cleared again, and they will call the icing this time.
That won't be icing, so. Yeah, I was going to try to maybe go to the PIHL website, but the Wi-Fi wouldn't pull up, and we have no interconnection in this Hess Arena, so going to be tough to come up with some scores. So, and unfortunately, they do not announce the scores. So, in between, after the second period, we'll just make sure that was Tellez and make sure everything's official.
Back behind the boards as Logan Jenkins gets to it for Connellsville. They try to, once again, clear it out. Connellsville, you mentioned only one shot so far.
Yeah, they've been outplayed for the first 5 minutes.
Big time. That's a good sign if you're Neshannock. They thought they let one go in that meeting back in December. A big flurry in the middle portion of that game, and then they could not generate anything in the overtime or the shootout. Played back around the boards, and Connellsville will stay on the attack here with 12:10 to go in the first quarter. Fast-moving first quarter, 1-0 Neshannock lead. Oh, and just missing the centering pass. Garlick had a shot at it. Rather, that was Demi. And Demi had a shot at it. Couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, real nice centering pass by House.
Here comes Connellsville again. Garlick right in the center, and Johns watches that one go off to his right. Gets the boards, and Neshannock with a good clear that time.
Yeah, Christopher Johns, nice, got a piece of that, deflect that wide.
Will Whitaker will run that down. Neshannock in a line change. Connellsville couldn't get it to him fast enough to challenge that. Stay on the attack, and then this will get cleared once again. Good job by the Lancers there. As Gruber brings it up the ice, and we get a whistle with 11:22 to go in the first.
Hey, you definitely like the way you start here for Neshannock with that 1-0 lead. 8 shots to goal, 8 shots on goal to 1. Not as physical as what I thought it was. What it's going to be here in the first period, but good start, Lancers.
That one dribbles back across the blue line up against the boards once again. Neshannock will try to clear. And they get back on the attack with Jones. Swiping at it and getting it back up the boards and clearing it once again for Connellsville.
Good help defense there.
Big time is get a whistle for an offsides.
Yeah, referee got pinned up in the near side.
And a line change for both sides.
It's nice to have those 4 refs be able to make that call.
Neutral zone face-off off the icing. That one flipped down towards the goal, and they're going to call icing again, this time on the Lancers with 10:51 to go in the first.
Yeah, it's hard to believe spring season's coming in. Goes so quick.
Now, the hockey season in the state will be over before the basketball season is. Think about that.
Oh, thanks to Circus du Soleil or whatever it's called.
Yeah, lengthy delay for the basketball tournament. We're going to have Penn's champs and Flyers Cup champs before basketball season even hits the semis probably. Back behind the Neshannock net that time is Johns gives it a peek. Here comes Connellsville the other way. And, Johns just got the pad on that as Garlick runs it down.
Yeah, Mazak got a nice tip in there. Johns, a big save.
Flipping that one down to the corner behind Johns once again. That one's going to get cleared up the ice. Mezzanot flipped it up ahead. Back to Connellsville. Here they come on the attack once again. Down the wing. And slipping through the defense. Shot on goal, and Johns deflected that. Mazak once again.
They try to get top shelf.
That one flipped back into the corner once again behind Johns. Siracco back there for Neshannock to get that out. Lagore across the way, and that one just flipped up towards the side and then played back in behind the net. And what do we get the call here is going to be another offsides.
I think it's an icing call.
Icing call. All
yep.
Right. There's a good look at Johns, who hasn't been terribly busy here so far.
No.
Still just the one official shot attempt by Connellsville.
Oh, you think should have been more of that. I thought that was last one.
The last one was, yeah, the last one should have been a shot on goal for the Falcons. Here they come once again. That one flipped back into their zone. Jenkins to retrieve it for the Falcons.
Again, without internet connection, it's tough to get the official stats. So
played right down the middle, and trying to throw that one in there was Boone. Good battle on the boards. As Jenkins trying to keep that alive and did for the moment. Boone getting in the mix once again. He's starting to get a little more aggressive here in this late first quarter, or first period. Down the far side. And we got a little scrum up against the boards. Maddie Smith mixing it up with one of the Neshannock defenders.
Yeah. They might have got a retaliation there on Maddie Smith. Let's see if he goes off. He's pleading this case, and I think they are going to get Maddie Smith for Connellsville.
And he will sit. First trip to the box for either side tonight.
Yeah, he got tangled up with one of the Lancers down there, and it looked like nothing was going to be called, and then all of a sudden I think the retaliation is what they saw. It's a big 2-minute power play, first one of the night here for the Lancers. Already up 1-0.
Neshannock 22% on the power play this season, 14-62. They'll take their crack at it here with a 1-0 lead. A little over midway through this first. We got a whistle as the net comes dislodged.
Big part of this hockey game. Connellsville needing to stop right now.
Yeah, this would be ideal for them right now. Is they're at 84% on the penalty kill this season.
Face-off coming outside the zone.
That one flipped right down towards Johns, deflects off the stick of Jones into the corner. And Otis brings it up the wing for Neshannock. And he'll take it right in around Daniels Nimick. Still with it, flips it in there. Oh, just to the right side of Daniels Nimick to get it right back. Load up again, and that one deflected. Played up to the boards, and Neshannock will have to reset with 8:03 to go. Minute 15 to go on the penalty.
Boy, he was flying up the ice. Got a nice, good shot on from about 50 feet.
Jones plays it over to the corner. Otis up the ice. Mezzanot lost that one into the corner. Has to battle back for it. They keep it alive once again, and Manatas' shot deflected off to the right. Throwing one back in is Jones, flipping it back towards the net, and a scrum in front of the net. Lagore thought he had a shot at it. That one's played back out to the corner.
Boy, I thought Lagore was going to score there. Just missed the net.
Otis flips one in. Daniels Nimick once again. And Connellsville will finally get this thing cleared. Coming up on 20 seconds to go on the penalty. That one sails right by Johns. And Denny once again flips it around back behind the net. 15 seconds to go on the penalty. Connellsville still on the attack here. Denny slipped, going right to the corner. Got mixed up there with Jones.
They're going to call a penalty.
Yeah, and they will call a delayed penalty.
Yeah, it looked like Johns just sort of fell down, but they're going to get him with the call. So he's going to go off for 2 minutes and slashing call. So Connellsville a chance to tie this thing up now. Good job killing that penalty. Gave up a couple chances, but they hung tough, and now they're going to try to answer back here. So got 7 minutes to go here in the first period.
4-on-4 for 5 seconds. And the Connellsville penalty will expire. The power play successfully killed for the Falcons here. Now Neshannock will have to try to do the same thing.
Yeah, big win there.
That one flipped down into the Connellsville corner. Back behind the net. And up ahead, here comes the Connellsville attack. 1:40 to go on the penalty. 1-0 Neshannock. And flipping that one in. Smith deflected nicely by Johns. A quick shot by Matty Smith. He'll reset at the blue line. Throw it in there once again, and Johns traps that right in between the pads with 6:16 to go in the first.
Yeah, good job, Johns, coming out on that first shot, cutting the angle down, made a nice save, and this time had to couldn't come out as far, but they tried to go 5-hole. Good job stopping that. And again, only gave him one shot, though. It looks like your internet might work, huh? Not well.
That one thrown up into the net behind Johns, so we'll get a face-off in the Neshannock zone with 6:09 to go in the first period. And Tellez, the goal, 140 into this game, the only tally so far as Johns is able to glove that one with 6:06 to go. 1:15 to go on the power play. And we'll do it again here. From the circle, Connellsville stays on the attack. Flipping that in, deflected like that was off the stick of Mezzanot, and he had to go to retrieve his stick, knocked it out of his hands. Johns, once again, the glove save, beauty.
It sounded like it might have been deflected in there, too. I think Mazak might have got a stick on that. Changed direction just a little bit.
62 seconds left on the power play. That one flipped out of there, and it'll sail all the way down into the Connellsville zone. They'll rethink things here with 5:40 to go in the opening period. Still 1-0. Here come the Falcons once again, flying in there. Beautiful move, trying to get around the defense that time of Lagore. Again, Neshannock will kill this one off and flip it down in the corner. 30 seconds left on the power play. 5:17 left in the first. And Johns, that one loose in front of the net, and we're going to get another whistle.
I was going to say a hand pass by Fleck.
Yep.
Yeah, he was just trying to get out of the way and got that hand up there, deflected it, and unfortunately a bad break there for Connellsville because that's going to come out of the zone.
Still 14 seconds left on the penalty. 5:05 to go in the opening period.
Yeah, not much you can do there for Fleck, though.
This is Fleck's first year, by the way, of playing with Connellsville. What took him so long to get on skates? That's the question. He's been pretty solid for this team here in the first. They still just have 4 shots, though. Penalty is expired. So we're back to 5-on-5 with 4:44 to go in the first. That one flipped up towards center ice. Boone taps it. Here comes Logan Haas. Flipping that one back around the net. Boone goes to retrieve it. Boone. Oh, excellent defense there by Sirocco. In front of the net, and Sirocco's going to have to clear that one out. Gets jammed up on the boards. They flip it ahead. Tellez, who had the goal early on, wants a whistle, and not going to get it as Jenkins retreats that around the backside of the net.
Yeah, he thought he was held.
High steps through everybody, gets across the line, hands it off to Boone. Boone, that one deflected once again. Active sticks by Neshannock here in the first.
Yeah, Sirocco with a great block there.
Lagore misplayed that one right up on his skate. That one's back around the back of the net again. Connellsville trying to get out of this jam. 3:40 to go in the opening period. Played up alongside the boards and out. So we get a whistle.
Yeah, I said defenseman from the Neshannock playing well. Yeah, getting a lot of sticks on pucks. Connellsville having a tough time finding clear shots so far.
Good crowd, as you mentioned, on hand here tonight. They have filled in nicely.
They've been a quiet crowd, though.
Yeah, all around the boards, though. It's a good night for hockey here in Lawrence County as D2 playoffs underway all across the Pittsburgh region tonight. 1-0 Neshannock here in this spirited first quarter. 12 shots on goal for the Lancers. In the opening minutes, they were on fire. 8 shots in the first 6 minutes or so of this game. That one in front of the net, kicked away, and then thrown back in front, and they score once again. Neshannock, take a look at the replay.
Yeah, it was all Neshannock right there with that rebound. The juicy rebound came right back on the stick, and boy, he made no mistake whatsoever with that one. Great wrist shot.
Played it perfect off the rebound. You could not have drawn that up any better. This Neshannock attack, 13 shots on goal. They outshot Connellsville in that meeting in December, 26-17. Just could not find the net in the third period, or overtime, or the shootout for that matter.
So Neshannock about the 14:03 mark, or 14:57 mark or so. Should I say 13:57? With Neshannock getting that second goal. On your home ice, you got to feel good.
2-0 lead for the Lancers. Neshannock, the last one. Tellez, the first one. 2:26 to go in the first. Lagore, he could feel the pressure that time coming from Garlick, and he couldn't get a full stick on that to clear it out. Throw the one back in there, and Connellsville's on the board. That's set up by Garlick in the play nicely back behind the net with Lagore. He came all the way back around to set that whole thing up.
Yeah,
here's the replay.
I think Fleck got the deflection for sure. Yeah, great job by Fleck in there, getting that deflection past Johns. Boy, that's a much-needed goal for the Falcons right there. Getting that pressure here with 2:14 to go here in the first period.
Good job of skating that time by Garlick, though.
Yes.
Battled it up with Lagore back in the corner, all the way back around to the play to set that up, and then the deflection, it's 2-1.
Yeah, so the senior putting the Falcons back in the game at the 14:46 mark for the first period.
For icing with 2:03 to go in the period. Comes the Lancers attack once again.
Boy, it's a bad giveaway there by Connellsville. Fortunate.
Hard stick into the boards that time. A lot of battling around the boards here in this game. Very physical first period as well. That one slipped through the legs of the Connellsville defender. Neshannock keeps it alive. Good check in the middle there. Played back into the boards once again. And Jones thought he had it there for a moment. Neshannock keeps it alive on the attack with 1:17 to go. Getting it out of traffic and trying to reset things. Caught in mid-ice, and here we go on the breakaway. Johns comes out, and Denny ties it up at 2. Sam Denny, his 9th goal of the season, makes it a 2-2 game with 1:04 to go in the first period.
Yeah, bad decision there. You can check the LCAP instant replay right there as Denny came all alone. Went the short side. Bad mistake there by the Shank. Tried to go that cross-ring pass, and Denny was able to read it, able to intercept that and go on that about a 3/4 length breakaway. It goes short side, beat Johns. We got a new ball game.
Yep, goals a minute and 10 apart. We get a whistle.
Boy, you didn't see that coming.
Center ice, not at all. Not the way Neshannock has done this here. 2 goals on 6 shots here for Connellsville in the first, and Neshannock with 14 attempts, 14 shots. So we're going to get face-off in the neutral zone here with 54 seconds to go. That one played back in behind the net. Johns taps it out. Sirocco back to retrieve it. Into the corner once again it goes. In the battle there with Covelli. And that one deflected once again by a Neshannock defender as they play it back behind the net. Garlick throws that one up, and Clinchco will clear it. Had the clearing for Neshannock as they get it down the ice. And back around the Connellsville net is Mazak. And a log jam up on the boards. Lagore throws that one in front, and a rebound attempt by Mezzanot was off the mark, just toe-tapped by Daniels Nimick. Down to 5 seconds to go in the period. That one thrown up against the glass, comes back into the ice, and that is how the first period will come to a close. So a late flurry by Connellsville, 2 goals a minute, 10 apart after the fast start by the Lancers. And we're tied at 2 here at the Hess Ice Arena. You're watching the D2 playoffs on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measle will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
Start of the second period here at Hess Ice Arena. Eric Thomas and Lee Moe with you, tied at 2 after a late flurry in the latter stages of that first period by Connellsville. Goals by Fleck and Denny tie this thing up at 2. And much like we saw in the December meeting between these two, 4 goals in a period, as that one's going to get sent down for icing here to get this second period underway. 15 to 6 in terms of Neshannock and shots. Those 2 late ones coming by Connellsville in the first. Goals by Telez, Mezzanot for Neshannock, and Fleck and Denny. Denny, the last one, coming at 15:56 for Connellsville. That one's sent in on Johns as we flip nets here. And that one played back to center ice by Mazak. He'll throw that in. That one's deflected out and back into the Connellsville zone for another icing call with 16:30 to go until
the couple games I did here earlier, Eric, this year, no cutting the ice in between periods. A lot of snow will build up along these boards. You can always see down to our side near the goal. The snow's building up, so it will slow these ice down quite a bit here at the Hess.
Lovely barn here, and for my first time here, actually, it's been exciting to be here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Good night.
Did not know that. I thought maybe you came up before.
Good night to call hockey here. Planned on it last year, and then we had some issues going on behind the scenes that couldn't make that happen. But hopefully we can bring you more hockey coverage next winter. A lot of fun to watch the high school, especially out in Western PA. It's the best in Western and the Eastern corner of the state. As we get a offsides called on Neshannock.
I think the state finals are on this side of the state, I believe, this year, if I'm not mistaken.
You can play them at Hershey Park Arena still if you want to, but there is nowhere better to play than out here with the complexes we have here. RMU and also Lemieux.
RMU and Lemieux Center is great.
Beautiful places for the best game in the world as these two do battle here, tied at 2 as Boone throws that one in. Just off the mark, John's getting a little busier here in the latter stages of that first and into the second period. Going to whistle right in front of the net as Johns is able to corral that.
Well, the best mullet of the night is Logan House. You didn't know me back in my day when I had the long flowing mullet.
I'm actually kind of glad I didn't.
Yeah, you're smart.
Face off in the Neshannock zone as the Lancers try to clear this thing out. Back towards center ice and played back up on the boards, that time by Tatterson. As Connellsville recovers. Jenkins.
Yeah, we have stories for off the air about that.
Smith flying down the ice, throws that off the boards right past House. That's going to sail all the way down for an icing call with 15:32 to go in the second period. Yeah, interesting that you said it. I would not have guessed that they don't bring the machine out, the Zamboni out, between the first and second. So you're right. And you're starting to see, seeing the refs check it every time they go down the ice themselves.
Yeah, in this arena particularly, it will slow things down a lot.
Flipped in towards the net and played back around by Rogerson.
Well, ice time's so precious in Western Pennsylvania, and then the cost of running everything too. So
come the Lancers once again, throwing one in on Daniels Nimick, and that one deflected away. Tatterson just couldn't find it up on the boards there, so Neshannock will have to try. Once again, they flip it over to Connellsville. Now, here come the Lancers up on the boards once again. There's been a lot of battles on the boards tonight. You're seeing how much it matters to these two teams. Every scrum for the puck is critical now in a tie game at 2 apiece. Rogerson down the ice for Connellsville will flip that into the corner. It's going to carry him off towards the net. Played back around. Rogerson behind the net tried to center that. Lost his stick for a moment. They fight for it back behind the net once again. Johns takes a peek at it. Everybody telling everybody to move and get out of the way.
We got a penalty.
Yeah. Mazak trying to center that. They throw it back on Johns, and we are going to get a delayed penalty call here.
It's against Neshannock.
And it is against Neshannock.
Looks like a holding call possibly.
Yeah, it looks like it is. So another power play opportunity here for Connellsville. With
You heard the referee saying move your feet, and it must have been doing some holding back there. So looks like it's trying to find out who this. Oh, there we go. So on Neshannock got the holding call behind the net.
Connellsville 0 for 1 tonight in the power play. Smith throws that one in. Played back around by Mazak. Mazak, almost picked off. Smith has to go back to center ice. And flip it back across to Rogerson, who will control it for Connellsville. Up the wing, and has his teammate Snyder there. And that one grasped by Johns with 13:42 to go. Good look at Johns. He's been busy here of late. They've picked up the intensity here, but it's still 16-9 rather in terms of shots. As Neshannock really aggressive early on, and then Connellsville picked it up as late. Snyder fires that one. Or that was Fleck, I beg your pardon, firing that one. Wrap around from behind the net. They couldn't center it. We're going to another call here with 13:26 to play.
Did not. Net came off. That's a break for the Neshannock because they were scrambling right there.
1:16 to go on the penalty. Face off in the Neshannock zone. Tap back behind the net. Lancers try to clear once again, and Smith going to let it fly right by him. No icing call. They wave it off. Smith was there anyway to touch it. No reset. Boone leading the way. Smith right behind him. Smith can move to the corner. Lost it. Back around behind the net. Got it back. Rogerson. Oh, tipped away. It looked like it hit the skate of a Neshannock player. So many deflections. This Neshannock defense has been in the middle of a bunch of them tonight. 2 of them have slipped through with 30 seconds left on the penalty. Smith throwing that one on net. That one's deflected. And then back in front, and Johns is able to snag that one once again.
Yeah, good job by Johns. Not letting that short side, any opening whatsoever. I think that might have hit the side of the net the first shot, and then that's next shot able to cover up. No rebound, which is a key. Still got 22 seconds left here in this power play.
See if the Lancers can kill off. It's been a pretty good penalty kill on this possession. Still 2-2 as we come on the final seconds.
Ooh.
Oh, the penalty. Johns knocks that one away.
That's
that
a
one
sneaky shot.
played up to the boards, then back into the Connellsville zone. Penalty expires. Frazee will have it for Connellsville. Back across House. Played back over to the boards and back behind the net, and Johns will put a glove on top of that with 11:57 to go until the conclusion of the second period. Now shots creeping up uneven here, 16-11 in favor of Neshannock. They haven't had one in a while, though. Connellsville's been the aggressor here the last, say 12, 13 minutes of game time.
Yeah, good decision there, though, by Johns right there. That puck came out front. House was flying in there, so good decision to just get that face off.
Face off comes again in the Neshannock zone as we're back to full strength here for both sides, for Neshannock that is. And good job by the Lancers killing that power play off. Both teams have killed power plays tonight. We thought we might see some additional penalties tonight. We're going to get another one here. This one's going to be on Frazee. So he just got right up on the boards that time, and Hamilton and he mixed it up. It's going to be another 2 minutes.
So Neshannock has that chance to take this lead there, yeah. Not a good penalty there.
That's actually on Garlick, who got the penalty called on him. 2 minutes. That one back around the net. That one flipped up the boards and all the way down. And Hamilton will run that down for the Lancers. So they'll try to make it count here in this one. Each team has killed off a penalty here in the first 2 periods. Smith mixing it up back behind the net with Clincho. Neshannock once again as they make a change, does Connellsville. And Manatis all the way around. Lost it for a moment. Over to the near side, Mezzanot. Back to Manatis. Good defense by Snyder and Fleck that time as they combine to slow that one down. Manatis slow to get up. Actually falls back down.
Very slow to get up.
Yeah, he's a little shaken up after that. Hard checking the boards once again. That one flipped down on Johns, who has to brush it aside.
Yeah, he needs to come off. He's favoring that shoulder.
Telez played that one back for Neshannock, and they will get him off the ice. And that one slamming into the boards. Telez cleared out, no icing on this one as 26 seconds remain on the penalty. So again, Connellsville, excellent job on the penalty kill. Up to center ice and around. Back into the corner it goes. Smith up ahead to Boone. 5 seconds now on the penalty. Penalty will expire. Once again, Connellsville has killed one off. We're back to even strength. And a breakaway for Smith, who flips it towards center ice. It was deflected. Hamilton will pick it up for Neshannock. Skates in, and that one back behind the net. Hamilton got popped as he went back for the rebound. Here comes Rogerson up ahead, throws that one down the ice, deflected away by Johns, and we'll get a change for Connellsville.
Yeah, you notice the intensity's starting to pick up a little bit in this game.
Garlick, who had the penalty called on him, back out there. Rogerson keeps it alive for Connellsville. Skates in behind the net, in front. Back out to Garlick. Right on the boards. Throws one in on Johns. That was deflected once again up into the air. Came back down on the ice. We got a lost stick on the ice. That one again thrown in on Johns and deflected. Played back around the boards. Denny runs after that one. Stick is still loose out there. Finally, as that one gets cleared down the ice, but it's called for icing. Neshannock will get a change here with 8:34 to go in the second, as will Connellsville.
It looks like the Falcons have picked up the intensity just a little bit, you know, hitting a little bit more frequently now. Yeah, 2-2 game.
Played in front off the face-off, and you're starting to see the hitting. You mentioned it, the physicalness of this game is big time picking up here in this second. Referee almost got plowed into as Johns trying to race down the ice. Garlick with it now for Connellsville, throws it, deflected right at near center ice by Hennon. Played over to the boards, another scrum for it, right in front of the benches. That one flipped up into the air and into the corner it goes. And from the ice, trying to center that and then flip back over to the other side as Neshannock really can't get a run
Good
here.
hit.
Johns got hammered into the boards, and then Hennon tries to retaliate, and we're going to get another delayed call here. We get a delayed call, or we get an icing.
Yeah, they're starting to chirp a little bit too down there.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, players starting to little hand signals towards each other a little bit. So things got to be. Referee's got to be careful now. Watch this and make sure things don't erupt. Only 2 shots on goal here in the second period for Neshannock.
Yeah, they've slowed down here a little bit offensively. Bringing into the face-off into the Connellsville zone as Smith played that back around the net beautifully to clear it. Garlick up ahead. Fleck went right by Fleck. Now Neshannock will get a shot to reset here. 7:28 to go in the period. Tied at 2 as these two teams 4 goals combined in the first period, much like we saw in that December meeting when they scored 4 in the second. Now we'll see who's got the hot stick as that one plays off the boards back behind Daniels Nimick, and that'll be called for icing. It's a good look at Daniels Nimick there. He was busy early on, but his defense is doing the trick here in the second. Not much in the way of shots for Neshannock here in this second period. That one almost misplayed, but Jenkins lost it. Here comes Neshannock the other way. Bonatis flips one in. No rebound attempt there as Hennon was too far towards the net. Lancers will get another crack at it. Smith put his stick in the way right there. Tap back behind the net. Jenkins played it back around, centering. Almost had it.
Good delayed penalty in Neshannock coming.
There is, as Relic had a shot at that one, but they just couldn't connect. And Smith down the ice. They will float that in towards Johns. The whistle comes as players hit the ice, and we're going to get another penalty on the Lancers here with 6:28 to go, and it should be on Monatis who.
Yeah, Monatis is going. He's going to get something, a boarding call or something in that line coming. Roughing, checking, cross-check. Yep, cross-check call. It was right below us. Yeah, he went after him, unfortunately. When you do that, you're going to get caught.
Mezzanot back out there for Neshannock as they make a change.
Yeah, and the referees are talking to the two Neshannock players right now, so I don't know what that was all about, just calm things down. Yep.
Face off in the Lancers zone.
Yeah, referees are noticing this is getting a little physical, so.
Smith from the wing, trickles back towards center ice, throws one in, deflected once again. Played back around by Denny as that one will slip by, and Smith will have to go back to the blue line to retrieve it. 6:08 to go in the second. tied at 2. Denny back into the corner and back around behind Johns, where Legore was waiting for it. They get mixed up again in that corner. We're going to get a whistle with 5:55 to go.
Don't know what the referee called out there. I think he called a hand pass possibly. The referee near center ice. Everybody looks confused on the call. Yeah, the referee out near center ice blew the whistle. And he's going to go explain himself now.
So
and they started playing. The referees are still talking.
So I'm not sure the officials knew that there was a quick
I don't
stoppage
think so.
there. Yeah. As Rogerson will throw it in there, and Johns on his game shifting back, and that one played right in front of Johns. Smith will get it back on the wing, flip it into the corner. Denny in front, and he lost it. Smith will have to go back to the boards to get it. Reset things, plays it across the way. Rogerson in on Johns. Scrum in front. Oh, that one slipped right by Rogerson. It's going to go all the way back into the Connellsville zone with 5:12 to go. 43 seconds on the penalty.
It looked like Sam Denny had a nice chance to just fanned on it in the near side there.
Smith down the ice, throws one in on Johns, deflected out towards the corner, played back beautifully behind the net as they try to clear it. We're going to get another whistle here with 4:58 to go. 30 seconds remain on the penalty.
Referee lost sight of that puck there. Thought Johns had it, but he did not. Another break there for Neshannock. So he said still got 30 seconds left here.
Might we be headed towards another extra frame between these two? The way it looks right now, Connellsville the more aggressor, but still a stalemate here at 2 in this second period. Jenkins back across the way, in front. And just missing on that one was Fleck.
Another good opportunity there.
Jenkins once again will play it out of the boards. Penalty about to expire. That one thrown in on Johns and dangerously lost in front. Jenkins will keep it alive. Pass in as that one misses once again. Frazee. And finally, Neshannock is able to get it out. And that one thrown up into the net behind the net, and we'll get a whistle for a face-off with 4:07 to go, and that'll allow both sides to make some changes here with 4:07 to play in the second.
Boy, once Connellsville got that first goal, it's been all Connellsville. Neshannock's going to feel fortunate just to be down, have this game tied right now. Looking for some type of spark.
Face-off in the Connellsville zone, 4:07 to go in the second. Rogerson plays it back behind his own net. Garlick lost it. Back behind Daniels Nimick it goes once again. Rogerson has to retreat there too, mixed up with Mezzanot. Wins that battle and flips it down the ice. And played back behind the net. Lost the puck there for a moment, did Neshannock, as we'll try to clear it here once again. Connellsville staying aggressive here in this second period. No shot, actually one shot attempt for Neshannock. That is it officially in this second period. And that one played back out towards the point, but missed.
They had Mezzanot up front, just missed them.
Yeah. Rogerson will one pass it to the blue line, and then Neshannock will reset. Mezzanot in, and that one sounded like it hit the mask of Daniels Nimick. That one flipped up on the boards once again, and down in the corner right in front, and they get it to go as Ben Hamilton kept it alive on the play. That was beautifully done right in front.
I think Mezzanot just got his second. You can check out the El Cap instant replay here. The battle out front. Yeah, Mezzanot with that rebound from out front.
Once again, off the rebound, and Neshannock has grabbed the 3-2 lead.
Wow, that came out of nowhere also. That's a big goal there from Neshannock. Late here in the second period. Big momentum builder there. Again, all comes off the rebound. You put shots on goal, you get those rebounds out.
On the Lancers once again is Relic threw that one in, but that one's played back up the ice into the Neshannock zone with 2:20 to go in the second.
And that would have been icing, but so much snow on the ice right now, it slows it down.
Here come the Lancers. 1-on-3, flipping that one back behind the net. Crossed up there, Relic and Hennon. Jenkins, that one got almost wedged in the net from the side, but played down the ice again and stolen right back by the Lancers.
Yeah, Neshannock a little extra burst right now.
Benny misplayed that on the boards, and Smith will retreat to get it with 1:40 to go in the period. So Mezzanot, 2 goals tonight. His second one the difference for Neshannock. That one flipped back behind the net by Johns. And the Lancers will play it out with 1:20 to go here in the second. Smith for Connellsville. Flips it down into the corner. And that one's sent back up the ice, but not very well, however. Mixing it up. Tatterson had a shot. A slapper from the blue line. Just sails past the net.
He has a delayed offsides.
And Neshannock up the boards. They got mixed up in a change there as Rogerson will play it back across. Down center ice, tried to find Denny, but he couldn't. Frazee keeps it alive for Connellsville. Side of the net, no dice. Racing after it up the boards and making a good adjustment there to at least clear it for the moment. Hennon down to 9 seconds to go as Daniels Nimick falls on that one with 8.4 to go in the second.
Ooh. Good shot there from Neshannock. Better save. See if they can come up with a face-off win here and get one last chance in here.
Frazee with time winding down here in the second. Garlick sends that one down the ice. And the last-ditch effort as Johns will save that one as time expires. So a Mezzanot goal, the difference in the second, the only score in the second for the Lancers, and they have a 3-2 lead after 2. Out shooting Connellsville in this one so far, 20-14. Good first 2 periods.
It was a very good first 2 periods. Neshannock winning that first period for the most part there, and then Connellsville coming out after that first goal really dominated for a good 15 minutes, and Neshannock able to score late. Going to be fortunate to go in with that 3-2 lead.
All right, so Mezzanot the difference. We'll take a timeout. 3-2, Neshannock in front of Connellsville. It's the D2 playoffs in the PIHL here on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Hey, Mom, do you need a ride to the store today?
Oh, no thanks, hon. I got it covered. Mike's taking me.
Okay, well, you have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, right? I can take you to that.
No, I got it covered too. Mike's taking me.
Mike?
Yes, Mike's my Axe driver. Picks me up right at my door and even helps carry my groceries. It's so convenient to schedule and ride with Axe. Wish I would have called him sooner.
Okay, Mom. Sounds like you got it covered.
I have an apple pie ready to eat. How about you help me with that?
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Madure and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Xenia Leopold or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
At Madore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Madore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at madorebonnerlaw.com for more information.
Gem building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, Gem Builder has been building our community for 70 years.
When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve.
Don't get left out to dry. Call the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company for the fastest and most efficient bottled water delivery service in the area. Penn Ohio offers bottled water ranging from 16.9-ounce bottles to 5-gallon jugs, perfect for your next event or office water cooler system. Also, don't forget to ask about their custom labeling options. Visit PennOhioBottledWater.com for more information and to get a quote on their delivery services. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the sidelines, Penn Ohio has you covered.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Since 1911, the City Rescue Mission has been serving our community by providing food for the hungry, shelter for the homeless, and hope for the lost. We continue to love all that come through our doors, extending mercy and providing grace just as God has done for each of us, serving with a compassionate heart and sharing the good news of the gospel and the hope we all have in Jesus Christ, just like we've done since 1911. We can't do this alone, and we continue to need your help.
Intermission here as Neshannock has a 3-2 lead over Connellsville in the quarterfinals of the D2 playoffs. Again, the winner of this game will go on to RMU on the 13th to take on either Morgantown, the number 1 seed, or Gateway, who is the 8th seed. Tallies in this game by Mezzanot, 2 of them for Neshannock by Mezzanot, and Telez, the other one. Mezzanot scoring at 14-29 in the second to give the Lancers the lead. Fleck and Denny have the 2 for Connellsville. Well, it is a brand new month here at the Lawrence County Sports Network, so that means we have some awards to give out, and here to tell us all about those, the one and only Mr. James Dotson.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Eric Thomas. Glad to be here and glad to be able to announce it's the end of February. We got state playoffs coming up for basketball, as well as here the Penguin Cup playoffs and the D2 playoffs. But, yes, awards give out every month. Again, we take nominations, and then our panel of quote-unquote experts, we'll say experts and Limon, will make the decision on who gets the award. So we'll start with our Red Zone Male and Female Athlete of the Month. We'll start on the as the Female Athlete of the Month, Maggie Alfera. Only 2 losses during the season, ends up finishing 3rd at the WPIHL Wrestling Championships and qualified for states, one of 4 Laurel wrestlers qualifying for states. So Maggie Alfera, congratulations, is your Red Zone Female Athlete of the Month. As for the Red Zone Male Athlete of the Month, we'll keep it right here in-house with the Neshannock Lancers for Davey Quat, hitting 1,000 points in his career earlier in the month, and not to mention a 48-burger early in the month of February as well, on route to another fantastic season for the Lancers, and they will continue their state playoff hopes beginning on, they play on Saturday afternoon. But congratulations, Davey Quat, your Red Zone Male Athlete of the Month. Both Davey and Maggie juniors will be receiving customized T-shirts courtesy of the Red Zone in honor of their February Athlete of the Month honors. And finally, maybe a no-brainer for you, Eric, your LCAP Team of the Month. How can it be anybody except for the undefeated and 3-time champion Union Lady Scots, Coach Rob Nogue and company. Patting that three-peat there in Tidal Township, bringing more gold back to Lawrence County. So congratulations, the Union Lady Scots, your LCAP Team of the Month for February. And reminder, you can always send in your nominations. Go to lcsportsnet.com, click on awards, and the nomination form always open for you to send in your requests. And again, we'll get the March award winners coming up in, well, about 3-4 weeks' time, right around the time we head out to Hershey. And it's going to be a question, Eric. Will we get a team to get us out to Hershey here this year? 9 in the state playoffs. I mean, it's more than half of the county in states, but we got some tough roads for sure there to make it to the state championships.
Yeah, there's definitely some landmines, especially in 6A boys. You know, Union seems like they might be okay until they get to possibly a matchup with Bishop Guilfoyle, but we'll see. As everything gets underway on Friday night, we'll have coverage for in the Lawrence County Sports Network Friday night and all day on Saturday, too, as just about everything is, I think in our area, like noon, 1:30, somewhere in that range for start times for the state tournament.
On Saturday it is, and Friday night, 7 o'clock starts pretty much set across the 3 games we have on Friday night and 6 on Saturday. So, Yeah, I like the way you put that, landmines, because it's about what they are. So, especially the 6A bracket in the West. It's just absolutely brutal. So it should be fun. I mean, hopefully we can get a couple teams out there. Yeah, Union girls, or probably the one team that has a very, very good chance of getting out there. But, I mean, they're going to run into one of those landmines at Bishop Guilfoyle if they get that far to the semifinals. So see how it plays out. Hopefully we'll be able to bring a broadcast from Hershey at the 27th, 28th, and 29th this year, 1 week later than normal out in Hershey this year.
Yeah, it is definitely a change this year. Again, joking, half joking, that the hockey season in the state of Pennsylvania is going to be over before the basketball season is, and typically you don't see that.
Yeah, a lot of times it's the same weekend. You have the state finals going on, and then the state hockey finals and the state basketball finals a lot of times are on the same weekend.
We will have
this year not.
Baseball and softball the week of the state basketball finals. And semifinals, for that matter, too. I believe the season starts semifinal weekend.
Yeah.
So it's going to be an interesting time around the Commonwealth for all the high school sports because of all these delays with the basketball tournament. And keep in mind, too, that the basketball tournament this year, there's a gap. First round Friday, Saturday, second round Tuesday, Wednesday, and then it goes Saturday, week off, Saturday, Friday, Saturday, week off. And then the state finals on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So there's actually some built-in time off in between a couple of the rounds the later you get into the state tournament because of the delay. So it's going to be a long, long journey until we get to some of those quarters and semifinals for state basketball. Here we got a quarterfinal in the D2 playoffs here for the PIHL, and a pretty good one so far. Neshannock, his 2 goals here tonight, goals number 21 and 22 on the season. Telez added his 4th of the season. And for Connellsville, it was Fleck who picked up his 7th of the year. And Denny, who's played a pretty good game here tonight, his 13th. Good game so far between these two.
Yeah, so we'll see if Neshannock can continue the momentum that they've created that after that goal of the 3 minutes. They really dominate the last 3 minutes of that second period. And so we'll see if they can continue that momentum that they build here in this third period. And we'll see how the referees call this third period too, because things got a little physical there. About 10 minutes left in the second period, and it'll get a little physical. So we'll see. A penalty could cost you right now. So I mean, the team's got to be very, very careful. But this is definitely the score we expected: 2-2, 3-2. We figured it was going to be a tight ball game, and we finally got one right here. So sometimes on paper you say this is the way it's going to be, and it's completely opposite. But tonight's pretty much the way we thought it would go. So let's see if Neshannock can come out of here with a victory tonight.
Fleck and Neshannock have played a big factor in this game for the respective teams. Both of them were the difference in this thing in the first of the last meeting back in December, too. You had Fleck on a power play, and then Neshannock, who tied the game late to send it to overtime. Those two have factored in the scoring here tonight, and we'll see what's in store for the final 17 minutes as Neshannock and Connellsville here. And Neshannock will be at center ice for the face-off. At the Lancers, you can hear them tapping the sticks on the boards. We're underway in the third with the Lancers holding a 1-goal lead right now. It's Johns opposite of Daniels Nimick in net for the respective sides.
In a nice fresh sheet of ice.
Yeah, they did cut the ice during the intermission. That one's played back behind Johns. Monatis is there for Neshannock. Up ahead to Hennon. Plays it down to Tatterson. It was intercepted at center ice. Tipped on John's skate. Back up near center ice. And played down towards the Connellsville net and covered for a second by Daniels Nimick. That one's sent back down the ice the other way. We'll get an icing call with 16:20 to play. Keep these guys as fresh as you possibly can. Change quickly for both sides. And really, this is the line for Connellsville with Denny and Haas out there. This line's the one that kind of got the more physical play going here.
Right.
Boone's had a good night tonight skating as well. And this is the unit with Smith and also Jenkins out there. And those two guys, Denny and Haas, who have played a big factor in this game tonight in terms of physicality as they mix it up in the corner once again. And for a moment played out back in front of the net and picked off by Connellsville. Here come the Falcons down the ice. Denny tried again, collision with Haas, and like Manadas at center ice. We're going to mix it up once again.
They're going to get Haas.
Yeah, Haas is going to go to the box for 2 minutes.
Yeah. Not a good decision. He got hit along the sideline, and then always the retaliation.
That's Gruber who took the shot for Neshannock.
Yeah, a tripping call.
So 2 minutes on the board. That's actually they're going to say it goes against Boone.
Yeah, they got, my mistake. I thought they got Haas, but they call it on Boone, so.
Yeah, they were mixing that up, and Haas a big factor in that. So Boone in the penalty box for 2 minutes. Another power play opportunity, third of the night for Neshannock, as that one's sent down, collected by Johns, who will hand it off to Manadas. Waits, Sirocco behind the net. Skates down the wing, across the ice, Tatterson. And Legore. And on the net in front, kicked the side, and that might have hit one of the sticks of the Connellsville defenseman. Back in front once again, and it slips in, and Neshannock adds to the lead.
I think it was Legore. Legore just kept on pounding away. I think at the second or third time in, I think he was able to punch it in on the short side.
There's a good look at it. Yes, he did.
Yep, so Legore's getting credit for it there. So Legore able to get that short side. Big 4-2 lead now. Big power play goal to start this third period.
Goal comes at 2:02.
So again, that tripping call coming back to haunt.
Power play opportunity for the Lancers. That's their 15th power play goal this season. Gives them a 2-goal advantage here as Connellsville comes back on the attack. Johns deflects that out towards the boards, played back into the corner. Legore there, slaps it out of there. Relic had it, thrown back in on Johns, who has to dangerously go to the ice to almost, he missed it there. It slipped out of his glove. Thrown back at him again, he makes another save. That one thrown in the side of the net by Garlick. Comes into the near corner and played back out front, and Relic is there to pick it off. Relic racing down the ice. Relic lost that one, but it's kept alive by Neshannock. We got a little pushing and shoving down the ice.
Penalty on Neshannock, the late penalty.
It is, and this one I believe is going to be on, is this on Gruber?
Yeah, I think you're right.
He is coming off the ice. He was just the one mixed up a minute ago with Boone.
Interference call on Gruber.
It's going to be a 2-minute penalty here, so Connellsville back on the power play with 14:07 to play.
If you're Connellsville, you need this right now.
Golden opportunity here for the Falcons. Mazak plays it back out to Rogerson across. Smith throws one in, deflected away before it could get to Johns. Played back out to Rogerson. Mazak in the corner. Let's try to center it across. Sirocco was there. It's off the skate this time. In front of the net of Snyder. Back to Rogerson, blue line. Smith. Corner it goes to Fleck. Back out straight away. Mazak throws one in on Johns, deflected once again. Snyder was right in front looking for the rebound. Fleck back out to Smith. 13:34 to go. 125 on the power play. That's up into the foundation and off the ice.
Yeah, lower ceilings here at the Hess Arena. So you're going to have that.
Face-off will come in the Lancers zone with 124 on the power play. Legore, a power play goal for the Lancers here in the third. Made it a 4-2 game. And that one hits the glass and will carry him all the way back into the corner. And played back around Daniels Nimick as Rogerson's there to retrieve it for Connellsville. Falcons on the attack. Smith center ice. Smith trying to go around 4 Lancers. Good defense that time. Played down the ice. Manatas. That slammed into the side of the official there. Fleck. Again, trying to go 1-on-4. Will set it up into the corner. He dumps it in. Played back around behind the net again. Near corner it comes. Back out top to Rogerson. Fleck from the circle. No, in front. Mazak backhander. It's in. And the power play goal from Mazak cuts this down to a 1-goal lead with 12:40 to go.
Yeah, it all starts with Fleck here in the LCAP instant replay, but he put a nice low shot on goal, and the rebound came out. Mazak, great count move there, hesitation there, faked the first shot, and then was able to get to that backhand, got Johns down, and had a wide open net to put in the back, and big goal there for Connellsville to cut this lead to 4-3.
4:20 a goal as Connellsville trying to tie this thing up. Shots about even now, 22-20 in favor of Neshannock. It's been a quiet, as we get the whistle for icing here with 12:25, it's been a quiet offensive night outside of that goal by Legore. I mean, that you're talking now, that's just 2 shots, 7 total shots over the last 2 periods.
Yeah,
they started the game with 15 in the first.
Yeah, Connellsville now with a little extra pep in their step after that goal.
It's the line again with Haas and Denny. As that one's thrown in, and Johns will swipe it out of the air with his glove with 12:15 to play. This line has really played well. This is the line for Connellsville, I think, that kind of set the tone when they were down early. Brought a little more physicality. Specifically with Haas and Denny. It's also got their 2 best players out there in Fleck and Smith. Back Legore and Haas mixed it up behind the net. Flipped up ahead, Tatterson, but it's picked off at center ice, kept alive by Neshannock up against the boards, and then played down back into the zone. Legore will clear it out. Off the boards, up ahead, picked off at center ice and flipped back down to the corner, and behind the net, Lancers will retrieve it. Played around to the near quarter, Hennon skips it across the ice, missed center ice, and it'll flip back into the Connellsville zone for an icing call with 11:29 to play.
Again, semifinals will be next Monday night, or actually next the 13th, right? You said? Yeah, March 13th will be the semis.
And Johns that time has to deflect that one with the pads. That one hit the stick of a Neshannock player. Tied up behind the net, Sirocco retreats it, flips it ahead. Dangerous pass to center ice. That one floated back in. Johns will tap that aside, and that will be an icing call on Connellsville.
Yeah, that's a bad mistake there. He only had to skate about 2 feet to get that puck to the center line and did not do that. Tried to shoot it on net, missed, icing call, so Neshannock a break here.
Take the puck all the way down to the Connellsville zone with 11:11 to go. 4-3 Neshannock leads. Connellsville a moment ago on a power play to get within 1. Fleck had that goal. Legore a goal in the third here for Neshannock as Daniels Nimick covers that one up with 10:58 to play. Good camera work by our crew here tonight. Again, we're positioned at one side of the ice. Garrett Dolan is down ice side, bringing you some of the action down there as he stands in the firing zone down there for us tonight. Matt Flannery, our producer, doing a great job as always. Hockey aficionado that he is. As they tie it up on the boards right in front of the bench, and we get a little upending play there, and then some pushing and shoving after it's over as Garlick and Hamilton mix it up. Referees are quick to get in there.
Let's see if both go off. Yeah, I think Hamilton's going to go off also.
Yeah, this is probably the right
Let's
idea.
See. Crowd doesn't like it.
No, they don't, but it's the right call. Fleck is still out on the ice.
Wow. Hamilton a little bit too much.
That would be the despair by the Neshannock faithful.
Yeah, I haven't heard a lot out of them, but they made their presence felt there.
10:40 to go. Still 5-on-5, so no penalty.
So both did go off, huh?
Yeah.
Or no penalty?
No yeah,
okay.
Still 5-on-5. And it's offsetting penalties, so it stays at 5-on-5. Bonatis quickly down the wing, flows one into the corner. Deflection back in front of the net, and
went behind the net.
Yeah, it went behind the net. Looked like it went over the corner of the net.
Yeah, I thought it was going in too.
Dangerously, almost top shelf. And a loose stick on the ice once again. So we'll get a change for Neshannock. Skating in, Boone trying to make it happen. Monatis.
I thought Boone had a chance to take a shot there.
Jenkins misplayed that one, but goes to the corner to get it. He'll bring it back up the ice for Connellsville. 9:45 to go. 1-goal lead for Neshannock. Smith trying to tie it up, throws it in on Johns, and he's there to collect that beautifully with 9:40 to go.
Yeah, sneaky shot there by Smith.
Smith and Fleck, along with Daniels Nimick, all stars this season, played at RMU. And they've had quite the season. This Connellsville team trying to rally here. Quarterfinals of the D2 PIHL playoffs. Again, the winner either Morgantown or Gateway, coming up on the 13th at RMU.
That'd be a huge upset if Gateway upsets or beats Morgantown. Morgantown with only one loss in the year.
Mazak skates in, dumps it off for Smith, played out of there nicely by Schaefer. Smith goes back to his zone to get it, sends it across the way. Yeah, you got to be pretty good at any level of hockey to just come out with one loss in the regular season. That one's sent back in, and Johns will tap it, and Lagore is there to pick it up for Neshannock. 8:45 to go. Down the ice, Mazak. Once again off the boards, beautiful pass. And Johns in front. That one slides by. Mazak to the corner to keep the opportunity alive here, but Gruber catches at it mid-ice, then plays it back, and Connellsville will have it again. Haas up ahead. Rogerson back down into the corner once again. 8:15 to play. And Covelli sent that one back down the ice. We're going to get another icing call here. This time it's going to be against the Lancers.
So they will call icing on that. Thought maybe they might not, but
Sirocco back out there for Neshannock along with Christopher Johns. And Johns the save, and Christopher Johns trying to get it out to the corner and almost picked off by Connellsville. Here comes Neshannock the other way. Haas, Johns trailing the play, couldn't collect. Now does. Slips it back up into the neutral zone, and then Telez will reset things. Down the ice it goes to Johns. Couldn't get there in time. Violent collision near center ice.
And a penalty on the Shannock.
And there sure will be with 7:40 to go.
They're going to call tripping call. Or a slash, yeah, it looked like a tripping call on, I believe, Johns here. Let's see if that's who. Yeah, it's going to call it on Johns.
2 minutes with 7:40 to go, and Connellsville down a goal. Lagore, the only power play goal tonight for either side for Neshannock. That gave him a 4-2 lead. Fleck came back 2 minutes later to bring it within 4-3, and now an opportunity for Connellsville with 7:37 to go. Smith down center ice, trying to split the double team. Monatis, nice job defensively. Loose stick, Mezzanot picks it up. Puck into the corner, sailing down the ice, and trying to collect and will. So no icing that time.
Good job. A forecheck down there. Takes 3 guys to take the puck away. Wasted a good 10 seconds.
And Johns deflects that one. Shot by Rogerson behind the net pass. Smith collects, turns, and fires, and Johns is able to collect it again. Connellsville now with 2 more shots than Neshannock, 25-23.
A sneaky shot again there by Smith. It looked like he was going to go back out to the point and set things up, but turn around and fired a nice low shot down on Johns. Had to be sharp.
Face off in the Neshannock zone with 6:55 to go, 1:15 to go on the penalty. And nicely cleared out of there.
Yeah, big face-off win.
That was massive for the Lancers. That'll eat up about 10 seconds off the penalty. Off the boards, and here we come now with Smith down the ice. Drops it off for Boone, back to Smith. Boone misplayed that. We'll recollect. Deflected again in the center by Neshannock, and cleared once again. 42 seconds to go on the power play as Jenkins will retreat for Connellsville. Going to get picked off again at center ice and throwing that one down back into the glass behind the net. And once again, the Lancers penalty kill. Pretty sharp here tonight. We still got 22 seconds to go. Smith into the corner. That one's sent back out. Sticking the boards on Snyder. Jones couldn't collect that one. Blue line. Jenkins, Smith, circle. Throws it in on Johns, deflected with the knee pad. In front, Johns again, once again. 2 seconds left on the penalty, and tripped Johns with maybe the biggest save of the night with 5:42 to go.
Yeah, it looked like TJ Snyder was going to be able to poke that in, but Johns denied him from point-blank range.
Just 2 seconds to kill on the penalty with 5:42 to play. And the Lancers have successfully nuked another one. Johns will brush that one aside. Sirocco to the side. And the boards fighting with it. No puck there. As Tatterson picks it up, and Snyder now for Connellsville. Played back in front, and John scoops that out of the air once again with 5:20 to go.
Yeah, Fleck was right there looking for it.
Trying
Good
to
thing
catch
is
the
no
redirect.
rebound.
Yeah, trying to catch the redirect, and John's really flashing every bit of his game here tonight. Got the couple of pad saves. He's poked a couple out of the air, plucked a couple out of the air. Showing off the range here tonight for the Neshannock keeper. That one popped up in the air right in front of us into the corner. Manatas tried to send it back up the ice. That hits his stick, and he's able to collect it again. 5:05 to go. Johns up ahead. Mezzanot, and now Hennon. Well, Neshannock would love nothing more than like 30 seconds or 45 seconds in that Connellsville zone to get this thing and some momentum back here. Connellsville's been very aggressive these last 2 periods, now out shooting Neshannock 28-23. Manatas into the boards. Hennon in front, and Johns right in his stomach for another one with 4:35 to go.
Yeah, doing a nice job coming out, cutting the angle down. Not giving up the rebounds is the key right there.
Line change for Neshannock. It'll be another Johns, Shane Johns, in the circle this time. Jenkins, Denny. Here's that unit once again for Connellsville. They got their best out there right now. It's Jenkins in a foot race, but Smith will beat everybody to the puck. Comes back up to the boards, and Legore keeps it in front of him, and will shoot it right back down the ice up against the glass. And Boone touched it. We got an offsides, it looks like. A hand pass, rather, on Connellsville. 4:09 to go here from Hess Ice Arena. 4-3. Neshannock in front. It's been a good one. Last meeting in December, the close one. the final score in that one, 4-3.
Yeah, they've been both 4-3s,
Yep.
so.
That's one in a shootout by Connellsville. Very well played game. A lot of fireworks in that second period. Lagore back across the boards, picked up at center ice. Telez with a nice move to get the puck away, but Smith is there for Connellsville. Back around the net, and Smith will play it up the ice. Denny racing down the ice, drops it off. Boone sails it right past Johns. And this goes all the way back down the ice.
I think he had him beat, but just missed top shelf.
And that's allowing the Lancers to get some subs out with 3:26 to go. Jenkins up against the boards once again. Manatas slipped right through his stick. Boone hits the ice. We're going to struggle for the puck. Manatas and Smith are mixing that up. Good battle tonight with those two at times. Change for Neshannock here with 3 minutes to go. Johns, that one goes right by him. Manatas once again. Up the ice it goes. Telez hit hard by Snyder into the bench. Manatas.
Good clean hit.
Yeah, that was a perfect hit. Tapped down and kept alive and around the back of the Connellsville net. Last chance here for Connellsville coming up. 2.5 to go as Johns will hold on to that one and leave it for Manatas. 2:30 to go. Across the way. Connellsville will reconstruct here as that one going to be
now
cleared
when
out
does
of
the
there.
goalie come out?
And Mezzanot behind the glass, or behind the net. That one's kicked in front. Mezzanot. Fleck tried to deflect that with his hand. Mezzanot, nice spin move to keep it alive for Neshannock. Sirocco back out for the Lancers. 2 minutes to go in this one. 4-3, Neshannock in front. The deciding goal, Lagore, who had it early in the third period. Connellsville cut it down to 1 on a Fleck goal at the 4:20 mark of the third. Sent back across. Here come the Falcons. Smith in on Johns, deflects it with a glove. Or rather, that was Rogerson, I beg your pardon, who had the shot. That one hit the pipe, and it kicks out towards the boards.
Yeah, goalie's off.
Man, they are just missing on some of these shots with 1:26 to go. Full line change for the Lancers. Empty net the other way. Extra skater and attacker for Connellsville. Smith will do-si-do on the other end with 1:10 to go.
Yeah, they brought Boone back on to be that extra attacker. Yeah, Boone with those 14 goals on the year.
Smith picking away, lost the stick, trying to keep it alive with a glove. Lagore knocked that away, and we're going to get a whistle with 54 seconds left.
They're going to call the penalty, saying Smith was knocked down, so.
Wow.
Yeah, going to have a Ponce Insurance timeout.
We are going to get a timeout call.
Taken by Connellsville. Let's see if they put the goalie back in, or will they go 2 men up with 54 seconds to go.
Penalty is going to be on Manatas for 2 minutes. There is only 54 seconds left, so this will eat up the rest of the game. Pontius Insurance timeout. Make sure you take time out to save on your insurance. Visit them online at pontiusinsurance.com. Eric Thomas and Lee Moe with you here tonight at Hess Ice Arena. Producer Matt Flannery. Camera operators Garrett Dolan and James Dotson as we have a good one here tonight.
Yeah, you think they're going to do a 6-on-4, you would think, here for these final 54 seconds because season's on the line right now. I need that tying goal if you can. So, yeah, an interesting call. I thought maybe Smith fell down, but nonetheless got the call. So we'll see what Connellsville comes up with here in this last 54 seconds. Here for Neshannock, just get that puck out as quick as you can. Very important face-off right now.
Anything to eat up 10, 15 seconds, something. It's going to have to be penalty kill to the max here with 54 seconds to go. And let's see what Connellsville will do. They will leave the net empty, and they will go 6-on-4.
So Rocco Mezzanot along with Ligori.
That's the unit.
And Kinchlow also for Neshannock.
Mezzanot will draw the face-off honors here.
So they will keep the goal empty.
Opposite of Fleck. Huge face-off here in the Neshannock zone. 6-on-4 for the next 53 seconds. Denny throws one in. Johns watch that one go by. Mazik trying to play it, trying to flip it down the ice and clear it. In front, Boone kicked that with his skate. And Fleck will tap it back into the corner. Smith, Boone, they try to run it down. Keep it going. Little tap back to center ice. Connellsville still with possession, 26 seconds left. Denny has a goal tonight. Denny skates in, slides it across. Fleck, Mezzanot, lost his stick and his glove, gets it back into the corner. Boone, it slides right in front of Johns with 15 seconds left. Fleck down to 10. That one deflected again. Turning and falling in front of it was Kinchlow. Down to 5 seconds. And Johns standing tall with 5.4 left.
Wow. All kinds of pressure. John's coming up with a big save. Let's see if Neshannock calls a timeout.
Kinchlow with maybe the biggest play of the game, though. That sliding stop. You can see all the ice in the back of his jersey. Huge face-off here. Denny, one last gasp at it. 2 seconds. Played back around the boards, and time expires, and Neshannock wins it in thrilling fashion by a final of 4-3. They take the rubber match with Connellsville, and the third time this season a game between these two ends 4-3. The game-winning goal, or at least the keep-ahead goal by Ligori at 2:02, a power play. The difference here tonight as Neshannock hangs on to win it, and they will go to the semifinals of the D2 PIHL playoffs on the 13th against either Morgantown or Gateway. As they go to the handshake line, what a game tonight. And how about Connellsville really, now they outshot Neshannock in this one, 31-23. We're getting crushed in the first period.
It was 16-9 at one point.
Yeah, it's just a complete role reversal for this Connellsville team. But Trip Johns and Kinchlow with the big play down there defensively. I mean, Johns in the third period, outside the one hiccup, fantastic for Neshannock.
Yeah, it was a very, very good performance by Johns, especially those last couple of minutes. You fight off that two-man advantage there with the power play and everything. So Trip Johns able to come through here tonight. They'll move on to the semifinals, but a great effort here for Connellsville for sure. You feel bad for them, but they left it all out there.
Certainly did. So Neshannock is on to the semifinals. And again, either Morgantown or Gateway await at RMU 6:45 on the 13th. That'll be a doubleheader at RMU, the semifinals. And then the championship game coming up on March 18th at UPMC Lemieux with an 8:45 face-off time. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have our Tri-County Principals Association postgame show. We'll give out our awards as well. What a night for Neshannock as they win it 4-3. You've been watching the D2 PIHL playoffs on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Congratulations to our February LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Union Girls Basketball as February's LCAP Team of the Month after winning their third straight WPIAL championship. Congratulations to Coach Nogue and the undefeated Lady Scots basketball team, our February LCAP Team of the Month. Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Neshannock's Davey Kwok as the February Red Zone Male Athlete of the Month for scoring his 1,000th career point in the section finale. LC SportsNet is also proud to honor Laurel wrestler Maggie Alfera as the February Female Athlete of the Month for finishing third in the WPIAL Championships and qualifying for the state finals. Congratulations and best of luck to juniors Maggie Alfera and Davey Kwok, the February Red Zone Athletes of the Month.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, Help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Maley Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Madore and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Zingoli-Opal or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win, proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day?
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do? We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
Tri-County Principals Association postgame show here from Hess Ice Arena as Neshannock wins it tonight 4-3 over Connellsville. Thrilling game down the stretch, a lot of firepower. There's a look at the bracket right there as Neshannock will advance to the semifinals to take on probably Morgantown in the semis next week. Let's hand out some awards here tonight. Our Maley Chiropractic play of the game is going to go to Brady Legore of Neshannock for his game-winning goal, what ends up being the game-deciding goal. A power play goal for the Lancers at 2:02 of the third period. So Maley Chiropractic is proud to present the Play of the Game award to Brady Legore of Neshannock. Maley Chiropractic and the Lawrence County Sports Center proud to honor Brady for tonight's Play of the Game. He'll get a customized t-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of being named tonight's Play of the Game. Video of tonight's play may also be featured on the Trib Live High School Sports Network standout platform on Twitter and Instagram to view tonight's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game. And the full list of this season's top plays, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on Play of the Game. Congratulations to Brady Legore for his power play goal tonight, the difference in this one, and for being named the Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game. MVP Insurance MVP of the Game award is going to go to Sam Mezzanot of Neshannock as well. 2-goal performance for Mezzanot tonight, as he got his first tally at 13:57 in the first, and then the second at 14:29 in the second period. So Mezzanot is our MVP Insurance MVP of the game. MVP Insurance and the Lawrence County Sports Center proud to honor Sam as tonight's MVP of the game. He'll get a customized shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of being named tonight's MVP of the game. To view the full list of this year's game MVPs, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on MVP of the game. Congratulations to Sam Mezzanot for being named tonight's MVP of the game. MVP Insurance, call MVP for the win. Some final thoughts here. Neshannock goes on to the semis, and they got their work cut out for them, but winner go home, and they got the first one here tonight.
Yeah, when they were celebrating out there, you can hear them say 2 more. So they got another chance next week. But Good effort here tonight for sure. I mean, they fought through some adversity in that second period, and they gave those 2 goals, and Connellsville gave them everything they had, and they were able to answer that with a late goal in that second period, which all the momentum going into that third period. Now you're able to build that 4-2 lead and then hang on. And so, a great effort for Connellsville. Good season for them, but Neshannock chance to move on. Hopefully, they'll be able to take it to more than likely Morgantown next week.
We'll see what happens. Good luck to the Lancers the rest of the way, and congratulations on a big win here tonight. Step 1 in the playoffs as they conquer Connellsville 4-3. That'll do it for our coverage here tonight. Reminder that we have the state basketball tournament getting underway Friday night. We'll have a pair of games for you Friday night, and then we got 6 of them on Saturday for you. Just check lcsportsnet.com for the schedule and the times. We'll have coverage from just about everywhere for the county teams, including some social media probably for a couple of the games as well. Friday night for sure. You can listen to the Neshannock Everett girls game on lcsportsnet.com. We'll have video of that game on the NFHS network, the pay platform. You can watch live, but you can listen for free if you go to lcsportsnet.com, and then just check the website for the schedule coming up on Saturday. We'll tell you how we can bring those games to you, whether it be video or audio for you from the various sites, including Union, doubleheader there. Newcastle, Cumberland Valley will be one of them. Mohawk tips off at 12 o'clock on Saturday, so just keep it tuned to lcsportsnet.com for the entire schedule. For my partner Lee Moan, for our producer tonight, Matt Flannery, for Garrett and James working the camera behind the scenes. Neshannock wins it tonight 4-3, and they are on to the D2 PIHL semifinals against Morgantown or Gateway coming up at RMU on the 13th. Have a great night. It's been a pleasure bringing this to you. We'll talk to you Friday night for the state basketball tournament. Have a great night. Take care, and bye-bye.
Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.